Lyra, the man who just rips his blade out of your belly, blood goes gushing forth. You're still up, but you can feel the pain of the wound. What do you do?
I fight. I fight back.
Flurry of blows or one punch?
Flurry of blows.
All right, you take 2 swings.
Oh my god.
Are you telling me the same guy that you hit last time, I assume?
It doesn't hit.
What?
The same guy that you attacked last time?
Yeah, but
okay.
I got a 5.
All right.
And a 4.
Okay, so totally thrown off by the pain and the blood that's just spilling out of you. You feebly try to counterattack, and you can see now that the men surrounding you, they're like they know they've got you.
Oh,
it's like wolves surrounding a wounded deer. Markus, you are now outside. You hear a scream from inside.
Okay.
You know that your friends are in dire straits.
So,
what do you do?
looking back into the room through the crack,
Okay.
is there... Do I recognize the case of, or a case of Alchemist's Fire?
Make a perception check for me.
12 plus 2 is 14.
Okay, you don't see anything that looks like one of Simon's crates inside.
How unfortunate. All right, I'm going to cast the best spell that I have that has worked so well. Acid Arrow.
Yeah, that's
Okay,
great.
from your vantage point, through the crack, you can see the guys that are fighting Krag and a couple of the guys that are fighting Lyra.
Dare.
Who are you going to assist with your magic?
Totally going to assist Lyra, and everything will be fine.
You're going to help Lyra. You see that there's one guy who looks like Lyra got him. He's got a bloody face and he's looking a little dazed. Do you want to get that guy or one of the other guys?
One of the other guys.
Okay.
It will go very well for me.
Make your touch attack.
I'm certain that this is the answer. How unfortunate. It was a 5 on the die, so no.
So no?
No.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, dokie. Yeah, you shoot a bolt of green acid forth from your hands. It goes sailing over their heads and splatters against the far wall. It looks though like nobody noticed it. They were too preoccupied, so nobody knows that you missed. That's good. That's
Yeah,
positive.
just to be clear, that is my best spell. So, and now it's gone.
Yeah.
So there we go.
Quigley.
So do I see a weapon now?
You can continue looking, or you can take a different action. What are you gonna do?
I'm going to look for a weapon.
You continue looking. Okay, make another perception check. Okay, in the chaos of battle, you are not seeing nothing near you that you could use that would benefit you. You can take another half an action, so you could move to a better position, or you could shout something, or you could just end your turn.
I'm going to move to a better position.
Okay, you see that Krag is surrounded by enemies. You see that Lady Lyra is surrounded by enemies, and she's been recently wounded.
I'm going to move closer to Lady Lyra in hopes to draw some of the enemies away from her.
So you move over to where Lyra is being surrounded by enemies, and do you say anything?
Question, can I tell which one of these men have my sword?
You could take a moment to try to figure that out again, but the longer you spend casting about you, the less actions you're taking in battle.
I'm going to Sorry for everyone, but that man has very much irked my chain. I will search for the man who took my sword.
So we'll get to that next turn then. Okay, top of round 3, Krag. You see that things aren't looking the best. What are you gonna do?
I know this look.
Krag is going to die.
Not yet.
No.
We don't know yet.
It's only episode 3.
Yeah.
Hope you guys enjoyed the 3-show, the 3-episode miniseries.
Technically, it's about to be about a 2.5 episode.
2.5 show miniseries.
Yeah.
Do it.
God.
Roll.
I could try to heal myself, and then maybe get more misses. And oh my God, no! I'm cleaving. I'm cleaving again.
There you go.
I'm cleaving again.
You do it.
Do roll.
3 plus 10. That got them, right? Rolled a 3.
6 plus 10.
Oh, you were
Not quite
casting an
enough.
acid arrow. Oh, that's the problem.
Alex,
I'm going after the guy again.
same guy that you hit last time?
Yeah, sure.
All
Yes.
Holy moly.
I rolled a 9.
right. Okay, adding your 7, right?
9 plus 7, 16.
16 is not quite enough.
Oh.
You feel like you were close. You like actually catch his shirt on. You rip fabric with your blade, but he ducks out of the way just in time. My guys.
Oh, mother.
He's like trying not to
Alex,
smile.
both of them try to attack you but miss.
Yes.
Quigley, you have attracted the attention of some of the men who are fighting
The
Lyra.
one who has my sword.
There are 2 guys. You're not sure which one would have your sword. What is your AC
Now
is going
my
to be
AC
without,
is 17, but without
but
my
you don't
shield,
have your
it's
shield.
16,
So
correct?
yes,
Their shield
they're
only
going to
doesn't-
take a swing at you. One of them is going to cut you, Quigley. You take 3 points of damage.
Bring it on.
It's not bad. It's not bad.
But a
But
scratch.
the other 3 guys who were fighting Lyra maintain their target. 2 of them missing, the 3rd one hitting. Lyra, you take 2 more points of damage. It's a weaker hit,
Nice.
but you feel the pain. You
Almost
feel that the mounting toll of your injuries is soon going to become a problem for you.
2 more points?
Yep, 2 more points of damage. Krag. Krag, 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 Krag.
I don't like that face.
So that's gonna be 2 misses,
Okay.
but then 2 not misses.
Great.
The men surrounding you take turns striking forth. You take a total of 7 more points of damage.
Oh,
You added your 6 temp ones, right? Because
Yeah, when you're raging, your
I
total
did
hit points
not.
goes up by 6. So
oh.
so basically just take 1 point of damage.
Yeah.
Nice.
But remember, at the end
Yes.
of rage, you will lose
yeah.
6 hit points, basically.
Yes, that's what happened to me yesterday, and I was like mostly dead. I should have healed more. Screw you,
after
Brother York.
After this
Brother York.
flurry of attacks, you hear a voice rise above the cacophony of battle, and
Squire Quigley.
no.
It's Father Langdon.
You hear, and Percival did say, "Throw down your weapons and stud not against me," and his foes were dealt terrible blows. And as this chanting, you guys can, there's a light spreading throughout the room. And you feel a sense of renewed vigor and energy as Father Langdon chants this prayer to Percival. Everybody is under the effects of Bless. You will be adding 1 more to every one of your rolls
Oh, nice.
from here on out, whether it's a skill check, an attack roll,
Yeah,
but
that
not
would have gone with
damage.
acid arrow.
Forever?
Not damage. No, not forever.
Just for
So
this.
it's your attack rolls, but not to damage rolls.
That's nice.
Lyra, feeling bolstered by Percival's blessing, what do you do?
I remember that I need to heal. Can I heal myself? Do
Okay.
I have time?
If you cast a spell while you are surrounded by enemies in
Oh, yeah,
melee,
good idea.
they will get to, because you have to concentrate on your spell, they'll get a chance to attack you.
All right, fine.
So it's
I'm
generally
gonna
not a good idea.
Flurry of blows.
Okay,
Fighting these guys.
make your 2 attacks.
13
Plus.
plus
14.
4.
That's not enough, but what about your second attack?
No, 4 plus.
Oh my god.
Okay. Markus,
All right.
you see that things are not going well inside, but
Jeez.
Used your best spell. You burned.
Say, you had another bad plan, Krag. But don't worry, I'm here to save you. And I cast Sleep.
So.
sleep. Okay. The save DC on your, that's a 1st level spell, so that should be what? 15 for you?
It's a 16.
All right. Who are you going to center it? The guys that are
see
fighting Krag or the guys that are fighting Lyra?
By the way, I lied about saving you, Krag. I'm gonna cast it on the ones that Lyra is fighting.
Lyra's fighting? Okay.
On Lyra.
All right. And there was 5. Okay. There is a burst of energy right in front of where you're standing, and it spreads outward and envelopes these men that are surrounding you. And 3 of them just fall over, and as if you have no idea why. Like they just fall over,
Now-
and are laying on the ground. 2 of them sort of are dazed, but then shake it off and ready themselves for battle once
So
again.
they stay asleep?
Huh?
Do they
Doesn't
stay
have
asleep?
5 people on
You
her.
could make a
2 of
knowledge. Do you
hers
have knowledge
came over to
arcana
me.
on your skill check? What?
She doesn't have 5 people on her. 2 of them came over.
Right, but they didn't move.
around.
They just turned around to
they
face
just
you.
turned
So
around.
they're still, yeah.
So the ones nearest to me fell over, or
Oh yeah.
So one of the guys that you're currently facing is standing, and one of the guys that she's currently facing is standing.
Right.
But there are 3
Okay.
other guys who have just fallen over.
So now,
Great.
sorry to break in here, but the way that sleep works, it doesn't put us to sleep, or how does that? Really?
You guys are okay.
It's like it knows friendly fire.
Well, Markus knows. I mean, Markus could target Lear. He could make you go to sleep. He could try to make you go to
make
sleep.
acid arrow better like
But-
that?
Are you saying
That
this in
is
the middle
a
of battle?
conversation
No,
for
Markus
another
is-
guy.
We don't have time.
Excellent
We don't have time.
turn.
We don't have time.
Quigley.
I grabbed the sword from the man who's just fallen
Okay,
over.
so if you reach down while a guy is standing over you, you're going to take an attack of opportunity. Is that okay with you?
That's fine with me.
Okay,
I
so
need
you
a
reach,
weapon.
you get down, you grab a sword out of the fallen man's hand.
Yes, bring it on.
Wait,
You want
is it
high or
your
low?
sword?
What?
Just say high or low.
Hi.
Okay.
You chose wisely.
Yeah.
You grab the blade, and the guy comes down with his. As you're coming back up, he takes the moment to take a swing at you, but misses. So that was a move action. So you still have
I'm
an attack
swinging at
action.
him.
Take your attack.
18 on the die plus my 1 gives me a 19. Does that make it a critical?
No, you have to get a natural 19 to make that
and
work,
then
but it does hit.
Plus 6 on the die.
You-
gives
you
me
hit.
24. And I'm going to take my D8. And
It is a long sword, so it's the same damage that you've been dealing with your regular sword, even though it's not your sword. Okay,
plus 3 gives me a 4.
That's so.
so maybe your time in the dark threw you off a little bit, and you leap forward with your blade. It's not quite the death blow that you were hoping for, but he is like staggering back, like, "Ow, man! What was that for?"
Well, you know, poke for poke.
And that takes us to Krag, top of the next round. You have seen that the tide of the turn, the battle isn't quite as dire as it just was, because it appears that Markus must have done something. You saw a burst of magical light. You saw these guys just fall over.
Third time's the charm.
Third time's the charm.
Do it.
Oh. 11 plus 10
That'll do it.
plus 1.
Roll damage. Plus 1. Roll damage.
Yes.
Oh my god. So 5 and a 3 plus 8. That is 16.
Okay, so you crush this guy's rib cage in. You actually, when you pull your blade, your hammer off of him, you can see that it's actually like you can see the indent of your
Am I
hammer
cleaving?
in his. And you're not. Were you cleaving? I assumed you were.
Yes.
Yes. Well, then take your second attack.
I was like, why would I pull back? I'm still going through.
Just hurry up.
Oh.
This person I killed.
22 plus 10 plus 1.
That gets him.
Yes.
Well, you could have been a 22 plus 10.
Well, it was 11 or 12.
23.
12 plus 10 plus
12
1.
plus 10. Either way, you hit him.
Sorry. Yeah.
You got him.
I got him.
Excited.
I got him. 3, 2, 5 plus 8, 13.
Okay. Okay. So you slam your hammer into the first guy. You pull back. And when I say pull back, you do it with such force as in to turn around to get the other guy on his left. But you can see that you've actually caved in the side of his ribcage when you do. And you just boom, boom, and get the second guy, and both of them just go flying and collapse to the ground.
Dead.
They move no more. Well, one of them twitches a bit, but then goes
That was 2.
quiet.
You killed that first one.
Alex,
No, I know. I haven't.
Going.
it is
after
your
the
turn.
nine.
3 right now.
So how many do you have? You have 2 more?
I rolled a 14
Got 2
plus
more.
8.
That'll do it. Okay.
Then 2 plus 3, 5 damage.
Okay, so as the scent of blood hits the air, it seems to, and you feel bolstered by this god of death who is urging
Krag?
you onward. You sort of feel this renewed vigor and just start jamming your blade into this guy who wasn't. He thought he had you on the ropes, and then you just jump up and start jamming your blade into his neck, and you pull back, and blood just goes spurting out, and he collapses to the ground. You turn on the other guy who was part of the fight, and he's just looking at you like, "Oh, I see now that this is not going the way I hoped it would." But that'll take us to his turn. He's going to take an attack at you now. Not fighting for more than survival. He does. His survival instincts are strong, and he slashes at you. You take 5 points of damage.
Okay.
Krag, the 2 remaining survivors near you,
2 hits.
take swings, but both of them miss. They're so shaken by what they saw you do to their allies that they just can't muster a proper offensive. Lyra, one guy, not knowing what's happening, but realizing that what he thought was going to be finishing you guys off is turning now into a fight for pure survival. Takes a swing at you and hits. You take 6 points of damage.
What if I
Jim,
don't
is my
have
guy
that?
dead?
And you go to -1.
Is my guy dead?
Oh my gosh.
The guy that you attacked and
die
hit
at
is dead.
-10.
Okay.
There's still one guy.
No,
near
he's
you.
holding this.
I'm just making sure.
Where I just said it.
So he, seeing that he has to end this immediately, jams his blade into your chest, rips it out. You feel everything go dark. Your vision swims. You collapse to the ground. You see this happen. You see Lyra go down, and you're enraged. But the man that you're fighting takes a moment. He thinks he's got when he sees you turn your gaze to Lyra, he thinks he has an opportunity and jumps forward with his blade, but you just knock it aside, and you're ready to take vengeance. Markus, you however get to act first.
Okay, how many people are still up?
There are 2 on Krag that you can see, and 2 near Lyra that you can see. But you just saw Lyra get laid out. Quigley seems to be taking up the slack, though.
You go in hand to hand.
With the bonded ring, do I have to have prepared the spell ahead of time?
No, bonded ring. Any spell that you know can be cast 1 time per day. You can cast a spell that you know that's in your book, regardless of preparation.
I'm casting acid arrow on that guy.
Which is that
just
guy
killed
being?
her.
Well, okay.
Yeah.
Got him. Get him. Don't ruin it.
Shut up. Well, I ruined it. I don't know. What am I doing? Ranged?
Yep.
Can I get a +1?
And yeah, because you're
4
still under
plus
the effects of
9 is
bless.
13.
13 touch. Okay. You point your finger, and a second for the day, bolt of smoking acid goes flying from your hand and strikes your target.
I didn't know it could do that. I wasn't sure it could strike to my target.
How many times can he use acid?
I think that was it for the day. Roll 2d4, Adam.
I'm going to do that. I'm going to roll 2d4. 3 damage.
Okay. He is splattered with this green burning goo, and he's like, trying to scrape it off, but it's just now getting on his hands, and you can tell he's just in pure agony, and you feel like vindicated for all the times.
Doing things!
You've already decided that your story is that you cast 1 acid arrow that was effective.
I don't even know
and
what you're talking
that's
about,
the whole
because
story.
That's all I recall. I don't even know.
Quigley.
I'm attacking the man in front of me, and I'm going to finish him so that I can get at that man who just knocked out
Finish him.
Lyra. 11 plus 1, 12, plus my 6 gives me 18.
18 is enough.
Yes. 5 plus 3.
Oh, 8 points of damage. You jam your blade into his sternum and rip it out. He's like grabbing this, and he's weak on his feet, but he's still on his feet. You haven't quite dropped him, but you can tell that he's close to being done. That will take us to the top of the next round, Krag. The battle has finally turned in your favor. There are 2 more enemies, and they're looking around them like, uh-oh.
2 on me.
Yeah.
And I go crazy-eyed.
Oh, yeah.
And swing for the fences and cleave again. Oh. I roll an 8 plus 1 plus 10, 19.
You still got him.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, I got 2 5s, so 18.
Yep, that got him good. You just jab with your hammer and crush this guy's face, and his head snaps back, and it's not even the initial impact that kills him. You hit his head back so far that it doesn't come forward. You actually snapped his neck back, and he just falls over. And then
comes out. Do I see like
it's gross.
through the neck?
And then the second guy.
That one worked.
Yeah, his head stopped. I think I got a 2.
A 2? Oh yeah. Okay. So he ducks under the blow, but he realizes that his end is near.
That head coming off really slowed
Alex,
my hammer
you've got
down.
one more enemy on you. What are you doing?
Going for it. Going for him. I rolled a 3 plus 8.
Not gonna do it. Yeah. So you take
Plus
a jab.
1.
This guy, he's starting to fight
it's 8.
much more defensively
it's
now,
7.
and you're not able to get a proper strike at him. He's gonna take a look around him and see if he has taste for the. Yeah, he's fine though. He has a taste for battle still. He's gonna take a swing at you and miss.
Okay, good.
Krag, the one remaining enemy. Let's see if he has the taste for this anymore. No, he turns tail and flees out of the room, leaving himself open to an attack of opportunity.
Oh my God! Love attacks of opportunity. 18 plus 10 plus 1.
Yeah, that'll hit him.
You running away, son?
Yeah, I don't think.
I don't think so.
Miss.
6 and a 2. 8 plus 8 is 16.
Okay.
Cave the back of the guy's head in.
So he goes to go forward, but you help him along. You hit him in the back, and he goes flying forward, hits the ground face first, but doesn't move again after that. He's not going
He's
anywhere.
safe.
Yeah, he's safe. He's safe. Quigley, the guy you're fighting, let's see if he's gonna stick around. No, he turns tail and flees, seeing that everything has gone wrong.
4 plus 1 plus 6.
He's safe.
11.
He gets away from you. You weren't really ready. You didn't think you were
I
engaged
get
in this.
additional attack of opportunity. It is on here. No, it says I get.
Yeah,
They have to be
against two
against different targets. They have to be against different targets. So if multiple men were fleeing from you, you could do that.
I was confused about that.
It's okay. I know.
Wanted to.
I know you wanted more. You wanted more.
What about the one that was facing her?
Well, he's gonna decide right now whether he's
And
sticking
I'm
around or
close
not.
enough to him.
No, because he was further back.
But he's right next to each other. I must get a kill.
What was it? That's what it's about. It's the kill.
Yeah, it's the kill.
He seems to not really the agony that he's in from the acid seems to have sort of overridden his better judgment, and he steps up to you to swing. He's just enraged at this point.
Bring it on.
He's gonna hit you.
That's fine.
He takes 6 points of damage.
Wonderful. I feel happy.
Oh my goodness.
Lyra,
Yes.
you are dying.
I
You
know.
need to make a fortitude. You need to roll a d20.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Is it above a 10?
18.
18?
Oh,
Okay.
yay.
So nothing gets worse for now.
Thank goodness.
That'll take us to Markus.
Holy.
First, my acid does more damage.
Yep, your acid does more damage.
Yeah, I will roll that.
He dies.
4 more points of damage to him.
Okay.
And then that guy's gonna die from Quigley. So the guy that's running away, do I still have eyes on him?
No, he has fled the tower entirely. At this point.
Okay, then I hit
but
this
which
guy again
direction?
with
Because
magic
he-
missile.
Okay.
He has to run either near Sir Krag or Lord Markus.
No, Markus is in the total
He's
opposite
hiding
because
in
he
the
fled
crack.
in a different direction. He didn't leave through the entrance.
No,
he
he's
left
hiding.
So, but where is this gentleman that ran away from me, the coward? Which way is he going?
Yeah, wouldn't he have to come
Is he
past
going
me?
in the crack?
I'm
He
by the
would-
door.
the
He would no, if he's trying to escape. He takes a little bit of time to go
It seems
around
like we
your
have both
birth.
exits covered.
It's okay, Quigley. It's okay.
That guy takes 5 more points of damage.
5 more points of damage. This guy steps up to you. His skin is still smoking. 2 bursts of energy smack into his head, and he just falls over dead at your feet.
I'm gonna
Sir
write
Krag,
a kill.
I did it!
I'm gonna write a kill.
Sir Krag!
Yes.
Sir Krag, did you see that? I think I just accomplished magic.
I'm gonna write a kill here for all of my kills.
Quigley, it's your turn. You look about you.
There's no one around.
You see that there is still one enemy fighting Alex.
Oh, I charge straight
That's
for
mine.
him. And
Okay.
I'm going
Vulture.
to strike him.
Vulture.
You go forward and jam your blade forward, hoping to skewer him on the...
9 plus 1 gives me a 10, plus my 6 gives me a 16.
16 is not quite enough.
No!
He senses your approach, turns around and bats your blade aside.
I'm running and swinging.
Actually, the way you're positioned, you would have to be able to flank him, which
Oh,
would
I
give you an
am
additional
flanking.
+2.
Yes, which gives
yeah.
me 18.
So yeah.
Well,
that would
he's
give you
charging
18.
too at him. Isn't he?
Yeah, so charging. So you
Charging
actually
is
would
another
hit.
+2.
You would hit on this.
Wonderful! 4 plus 3 gives it a 7.
7 points of damage. So you do manage. He tries to bat your blade aside, but you slip in just too fast and skewer him in the liver, and he's like,
Specifically
leaving himself.
the liver.
Specifically, leaving himself open to Alex's counterattack here in a minute. But first, Krag, you see that you're surrounded by dead bodies, just how you like it.
And I don't see anyone running past me that I can
Well, you
get.
saw one guy fled
Could roll bad.
the tower.
He's gone.
He is left. You don't see him in your eye line right now. You could leave the tower to try to pick him out, but he is
So I
run.
turn and I see that happening.
Yep.
And I'm close enough to crush the guy?
Because Alex had ducked behind some crates, right? So
That's too far.
So you could get to him, but you wouldn't be able to attack this round. You would attack next round.
But
Or
we
you
could
could
be
chase
running
after the
for
guy.
reinforcements.
I'm going to see if I can find this guy
Okay,
before
so
he gets away.
you leave the tower. Make a perception check.
14, 6, 20.
Okay, to your right, you see a figure darting through the trees, just fleeing headlong through the.
I'm going
the
to follow. I'm
underbrush.
going to run as fast as I
you
can.
begin rushing off after him. Alex,
Okay, going
this
after
is
my guy.
this is what you live for because you're
Yeah, I have a
flanking,
lot.
which means you would get to make a sneak attack.
19
have a
plus
lot,
my
so.
8.
19 gives you a 19 on the die.
Yeah.
Gives you a critical chance because you have a slashing weapon in your hand. So go ahead and roll a second attack.
Like another
Attack.
one?
Just another d20.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. 19
Another
again.
19.
Okay.
A
so
triple?
this is a confirmed critical. So you're going to roll your damage die, and you're going to roll 2d6 because it's a sneak attack.
So I rolled 2 for damage. Well, plus my 3 is 5. And then I rolled 2 5s on the
Okay.
D6s.
So what's on the d4?
The D4 is a 2.
Okay, so that's multiplied by 2 to make it a 4.
Okay.
And then you dealt how much sneak attack damage?
10.
10 more, so that's 14, plus your 3 damage that you normally do, makes it 17 points of damage. So this guy turns to fight Quigley, and you see your opportunity, and you jam your blade up into his back, and he stops, and you twist it once, twice, and then you can feel the muscles just slacken, and like you have him, and you can just feel his whole body go slack, and you rip the blade out, blood pours out onto the floor, and you just toss him aside.
She killed him like
he's
3
dead.
times
Nothing.
over. Like, that was like,
Oh,
he's-
she could have
he's
killed
dead.
2 guys with that.
Dead.
So,
The guy ahead of you is still fleeing headlong, and he's casting his gaze
Yeah,
back,
I'm
and
gonna
he's
catch him.
fleeing ahead.
I'm faster than this
You
guy.
are faster than him, but I'm just letting it's his turn, so he's fleeing. Lyra, roll a d20.
Save yourself.
Roll above 10.
11.
11? Okay. You don't get any worse. Markus, you see that currently there are no apparent threats, though you know, because of the effects of your spell, that 3 of the men are not in fact dead and may even be waking up sometime in the next minute or two.
I go
Right.
running into the room
Okay?
Forgot about that.
and I yell to them, "Hey, these 3 are gonna wake up! That one, that one, that one!" And I go up to Lyra and I grab. Well, I don't have time to look for her.
Yeah,
healing
because
potion.
you had to squeeze through to get back into the
Yeah.
room, that takes
so
up a little more
my
time.
point is,
so,
I'm going to pull
yeah.
out my healing potion, uncork
Okay.
it, and I'm going to
Okay, yeah, you're
pour
ready
it down
to-
her gullet when I get there.
Sure, you're ready to do that
Thank
next
you.
round. You guys all hear, these guys are not actually dead. And you see Markus is now in the midst of the battle that is over.
I was here the whole time. I was
Quigley.
amazing the entirety of it.
There are no apparent enemies, but Markus has pointed out that there are sleeping people.
can I tell that one of them is the man who has my sword? Oh my
Make a perception check.
Why
if
are you
that's how wanna
wasting
spend your
time?
action.
I
4.
die.
4? You don't see your sword anywhere.
Tie them up.
Ah!
I say,
Oh, yeah.
I don't have anything. I don't have my rope. I don't have my
have rope.
snapberries.
I have rope.
So I just
Should I tie
go
him up or
over
should I
and
kill him?
I sit on top of one of the men who's going to wake up.
Yeah,
Okay.
Fart on him?
Are you just headlong chasing?
I'm gonna catch this guy.
Okay. Running forward through the underbrush to do a breakneck pace, all it requires from you won't catch him this round, but you can tell you're gaining ground because you are faster than him. It just requires an acrobatics check to make your way through the thick growth.
Stay on your feet.
6 plus 11, 17. Do I still get a +1?
No, at this point the
wait.
bless is over. So you are just not even trying to avoid Brent. You're just crashing through the undergrowth, and this guy's looking back, and this is now just like a nightmare scene. You're just full frothing
snorting.
at the mouth, like coming after him, and he's just like, oh, why? Alex, what are you doing?
Harvey wants to kill one of them at least.
Do whatever is in your heart.
Here's an option for you. This is an option for anybody, if this is how you want to play it.
Okay.
When a target is helpless, such as under the effects of a sleep, you can make what's called a coup de grace, which basically it's an automatic hit. You're going to deal critical hit damage. You're going to add your sneak attack damage, and it may automatically kill your target.
Okay, let me do that.
So you could just go up and slit their throats.
Going to.
Okay, Alex goes full.
That's what we
full psycho killer.
find people and
walks
just-
up to the nearest target that Markus pointed
I'm a
out.
killer.
Bends down, grabs her
killer.
knife,
You are the
and
killer.
jams it into this guy's throat. So you're gonna roll damage.
1.
The 4, yeah? D4?
The 4 plus 2d6 because it's sneak attack.
Oh.
So I rolled a 4
That's 8.
plus a 6 and a 1, so 7.
Okay, plus your normal
15.
3.
Plus my normal 3.
So she cut his head off. Basically.
So yeah, you just
Basically
you
sawed
just
his head
lean-
off.
You don't even have. You just lean in. You instinctively you always cover their mouths because you don't want them screaming. So you just cover his mouth and lean forward. Lean forward. And there's a moment of struggle, but you're okay. You're just
I look
looking
at
around.
this and I go,
doesn't bother you.
Did I do both of them or just the one?
One is it's going to take
It's
the.
just
That's
one
your action
murder
for
at
the
a
round.
time.
Okay, I'm just making sure.
One.
So you just
heartless
lean
murder
in
at a
and
time.
She has
and then
2
you get
daggers,
up
can't she?
and you flick the blood off your blade, and
That's awful.
you're ready for the next one. I had my guys fleeing again. Next round, you're very likely to catch him on the next round. He had a little bit of a head start. Lyra, make
Yes.
your hopefully final check.
Oh, guys. 20.
Okay. Not only do you not get worse, but this round you are stable, so you will no longer need to make checks to see if you will get worse.
Okay.
But you don't get better, but you're no longer in danger of just dying from your wounds.
That's really great news.
Markus.
Trying to kill this bug. Sorry. So, I pour my healing
bug.
potion down Lyra's gullet.
Okay. 1d8 plus 5.
1d8 plus 5.
Thank you, Cadwell.
When you do the math, it goes from 0. So
Okay.
from 0 to whatever he tells you.
It is 10 healing points, so you have 10 hit points back.
Okay. So
5 on the die.
So your eyes fly open and you gasp awake. Your face is kind of covered in spilled healing potion, but you feel that the pain that you expect to feel has dulled considerably, though it is still there. You were grievously wounded, but you somehow have survived. You do see that Markus is like, he has his head in your hands and he's pouring. He's like, "It's okay, Lyra. You'll be just fine. I have saved you and defeated your enemies."
Then it goes from
That's not how this happens. I want you to know. I want you to know that when she opens her eyes, I look down and I go, "I saved you."
He doesn't go for CPR?
Oh.
Well, he's got to get the potion in it first.
I
Quigley, you just saw Alex just straight up murder this man.
Get out your
I
arms.
turn to her
You
and
owe your
roll
life
voice of
to me.
reason, and I say,
Rolling.
Lady Alex, it would be wise of us to keep maybe 1 or 2 of these gentlemen alive so that we could question them later. You might not want to just savagely murder all of them.
Yeah, I'm sure that stopped her.
And I keep sitting on the man who I think, and I pin
you
his
fart?
knees. I pin his arms with my feet.
Okay.
But did you fart on him?
Krag.
I fart on him.
Krag. Headlong chasing through the underbrush.
You better roll a check to make sure it's a fart.
Yes.
Should I check to make sure it's a
Yeah,
fart?
check to see if it's a fart.
Oh, it's an 18.
Okay, it's
Definitely a fart.
then it's whichever one you want it to be.
Well, it's a very potent fart. He definitely loses a hit point.
Gotcha. 1 damage from the fart. Roll an acrobatics check to stay on your feet, and if you are successful, you are certain to catch him this round.
So I rolled a 12 plus a 7.
That is enough.
Nine.
You crushing through the branches, just bursting through every bush in your way. What are you doing? Are you just grabbing him? Are you tackling him to the ground? Are you just swinging at him with your hammer?
Swinging.
Okay. Roll
I'm
your
still
attack.
raging.
Mercy.
Yeah.
I'm still raging. There's no mercy.
No mercy.
No mercy. 17
That.
plus 10.
Yep. Mhm.
That's an
Go ahead.
awful. This is an
Go ahead
awful
and tell
end
me
for
how
this
badly
guy.
he's dead.
How badly is this guy hurt? 6 and a 3. So 9. And what did I get? 8.
Yep.
Yeah, 17.
17.
Yeah.
17.
So
Yeah. Into
he
his
looks
spot.
back. He looks back just as your hammer comes down and just crushes the top of his skull down into probably his chin, and he goes tumbling head over heels. Blood. Almost like a cartwheel of blood every time his head's up on top. It's just spraying
Pretty
outward.
graphic.
Yeah.
And you
And
are
I
now.
stop and I'm pumped up and just
Yeah,
kind of.
the rage ends.
Rage is
You feel the sudden wave of exhaustion come over you. You lose
That
the
means
6
I
hit
lose
points.
6.
Yep.
Does my AC go back or it's
Yeah,
still...
everything reverts back to normal except that you're currently fatigued. So you're still a little weakened right now, but Alex, we'll come out of turn order at this point. So you guys will just take whatever actions you intend to take at this point.
How many
Krag,
rounds did we go?
I want to say a lot. I lost track after about 5, so it was several.
Would I have raged out at this point for the day?
At this point, yeah,
Probably raged out for
come
the
out of
day.
it. You exhausted your rage.
Because can I re-rage?
Huh?
After I de-rage, can I re-rage? If I have any
rounds for the
slots
day
left?
yeah, you can.
I'll
go
just
back.
say we burned it all.
After you're not fatigued anymore, you cannot go into a rage while you're still fatigued.
Okay.
You know I saved your life, don't you?
I'm gonna tie up the last guy.
Okay.
Holding
There are still 2, correct?
2? I thought it was
There are,
just one
there are
left.
still 2, yeah.
And I'm killing one more.
Oh, okay. Roll. It's an automatic critical hit.
Oh my god.
I rolled a 10.
Okay. The only thing that you don't have to, it's automatic. The only thing that I will allow is Quigley. You see that she's like, oh, she seems to, you got one, Quigley, cool. There's one we don't need. And she goes for the second guy. Do you attempt to stop this in any way? Or are you just gonna watch it happen?
I just
in
go,
horror?
oh! Oh!
Okay, roll your damage. It's the D4 plus 2D6.
I rolled a 4,
So double that, that's 8.
Yeah, you're good.
plus
He's done.
a 2 and a 1.
Okay,
11.
so again, you just casually lean your blade into this guy's. You hit the artery. The blood pools around him.
She's smiling?
It's all.
Of course.
Yeah, this is just an average. This is just what she does. She's just taking care of business. Don't bother her.
All right.
I'm not the kind
Should we
of
tie this
hero.
fellow up then?
Yeah, now we can.
Okay.
So I hand Quigley my rope. I have rope,
okay.
actually. Or do you have
I
rope?
probably shouldn't
He
be
has
in charge
nothing.
of
So by
tying
this
rope.
time, I have kind of
so-
gotten out of.
All right,
I've
I'm
sat
gonna
up and like stood
I'm
up
gonna
because I
tie
don't
the
know
guy
what
up
just
with
happened.
my rope.
Well, yeah, and I keep my arm
Last-
around you.
Nope, got out of
My
that.
arm is definitely around you, and I'm,
No,
I'm
I
just
got
like,
out.
look,
I
I'm
got
checking
out.
out the kind
I'm
of
checking
hero
this
that would
guy to
would
see if he
tell
has
you
anything.
that you owe
Make a
your life
perception
to
check.
him.
Can
But
I
you know,
move too? Can I
it's just
start moving
kind of where
bodies?
we are.
I want to
I
be thankful, but right now, you need to respect
guess- I mean,
boundaries.
You should be
I guess I'm
very
going to
thankful.
stay
I'm
with
very
the guy
thankful.
until
Thank
he
you.
wakes up.
Very thankful.
However,
$10 plus 6, 16.
Okay.
remove your hand.
You find he's got a longsword.
Well, I mean,
Remove
He has
your
a
hand.
pouch that jingles with some coin on it.
Taken.
Okay.
Better.
He's
Now we can have a
wearing
conversation.
now blood-splattered
saying?
clothes that are really of no interest to you.
I'm taking his red mask.
Okay, you take he has a red mask on.
Taking his red mask and
very red now.
On his
The pouch.
on his wrist, he's wearing it looks like a probably a homemade little bracelet of twine and maybe some plants fiber, but it's got a little jade in it. It probably wouldn't be worth much, but it's not worth nothing.
No, this kid made that for him. He's
probably.
Yeah, I'm just gonna leave that. I'm taking the pouch and my walk, and I'm gonna start heading back.
Okay, you begin.
And while I'm counting,
hide the body.
While I'm counting what's in the pouch.
Okay, you find a total of 13 silver and 10 copper. You guys are tying up the body, I assume, at this point?
Yes, and I also rolled to start looting.
Okay.
Yeah, I tied him up.
Okay. And then you were doing what, Lyra?
Well, she's thanking me, and I think it's a very heartfelt thanking that it's going to take some time
Lyra?
and privately.
While they're talking, I rolled
Lyra.
a 10 plus.
It is so good to see you.
It's good to see you.
So nice
What do you mean it's so good
Um,
to see him? I saved your life.
Do you mind please watching this man while I go try and find my things?
One moment. So what I was doing was I got out of his arms because I had
so
no
cute.
idea how that was happening.
Reluctantly, she got out of my arms. She wanted to be there.
Quickly, but trying to be polite.
Okay.
So quickly, politely, quickly.
Yeah.
Because
It was detected that it wasn't that polite.
because I was very startled. Thanked him.
Yeah.
And I
Not
saw
adequately.
that Quigley was back, and I was so excited to see him.
Give a hug.
You also see, standing near the open trap door, is a sort of bedraggled, but still looking like he looks confident in his position. He's an older man who's standing there. He's looking over the battle. He seems to be. He has his eyes kind of half closed, and he seems to be muttering a prayer. Alex, you find all of the men seem to be, they had swords. What did you roll for your total?
I rolled a 10 plus my 6, so 16 for perception.
Okay. You see that that some of them have pouches at their belt. A lot of them don't seem to have a whole lot of personal effects. You find that one of them has on a silver coin. It's just a regular silver, but it's on a leather thong around his neck that's been pierced through. And when you inspect it, you actually see it's a foreign coin. It must have been like a token from some travel. You find there are 3 money pouches, and then you get through 5 of the bodies with that. So I mean, they all have long swords. You could take those if you wanted to. It's up to you. It looks like most of the effects would have been just like their camping gear, which is all set up right now, or any of the supplies that they had, or the food, or whatever. They didn't. As seems to be standard for these guys, they're not carrying a lot of personal items. It's all very. There seems to be this order and discipline to what they have. It's not like strict military. This is standard issue stuff, but they don't have a lot of things. They travel light.
How much is in the money pouches? I'm gonna take the money pouches.
Okay, if you want to take the
necklace.
time to count that out, that'll take you a minute or so. So we'll get that. I'll get back to you in a minute with that. Quigley,
Is anyone watching this body now?
the guy's tied up, and then Alex ties this guy up and immediately moves to start looting. She's more interested in
so-
gathering stuff.
I would like to look for my own things.
Okay.
But I also think that this man probably should be watched, even though he's tied up.
So where do you want to divide? How do you want to focus your attention?
I've asked Lady Lyra to come over and watch this man. Will
up
you
to
come
her.
over and watch this man?
Quickly, I will, yes.
Okay, so I go
Quickly
searching
or Quigley?
for
Quickly.
my
Quickly
things.
to quickly.
And yes, I go searching for my things.
Okay, make a perception check.
1.
3.
Okay, it's just there's so much blood. It's so hard to sift through the mass of
Fine,
chaos
I
of
do.
battle. As you're casting about, Father Langdon opens his eyes. He says, "Quigley,
Oh yes, Father Langdon.
we must set to burying these men."
In a moment, Father Langdon. Now, I agree with you that they must be buried, but I also, we have this other man over here who we need some information from, and I think that the gore of the scene might give us a bit of an advantage. So, I agree that we must bury these men, but
if you don't mind, I noticed that you seem to recognize these folks.
Oh, yes.
I am assuming that we are in a place of safety.
We're traveling companions. We are heroes, good sir.
Nope.
Well, I can see that you are indeed quite heroic, yes?
Yes.
It seems that way. Your companions and you fought bravely as well.
That's
Quigley.
sad.
Dealt
Blind.
with these villains. Sent them all into Percival's flock.
Oh, sadly, he's blind. He doesn't know.
I understand your need to gather up your things, and I'd take a moment to do so, but we will need to get these men to proper rest very quickly.
Right.
It is the way of
Father
things.
Langdon, of course. Can I make another perception check for my
Why don't you
things?
take 20?
You can make another perception check.
Oops,
13.
Okay. This time, as you're looking around, you do see that across the room, where Markus and Lyra are standing,
Closely. Definitely
there
closer
appears to
than
be
we have.
there's a familiar crystalline hilt of a blade
Oh, wonderful.
that you recognize immediately.
Right, so I just run over there and I take my things.
Okay,
back.
you have your sword back. You don't see most of your other stuff, but you would guess it's somewhere in the camp. It's fine. You'll get your thing back. It's okay. You don't need to
Erase it all.
need to make a whole thing.
Erase it
your
all.
things are in the camp.
He has nothing. He has to erase it all. Right?
The only thing
Krag said
that
you gotta erase
after moving about the camp, you find your backpack, and then they left most of your stuff where it is.
Most of it?
Yes. You don't see they
What's
seem to
not
have
in
tossed aside the handful of snapberries that you had.
Goodness, I was going to use those to break out of anything.
He got back.
And
He
you
got
don't-
back his ID.
You don't see the vial of alchemist fire anywhere,
All right.
but
the collar with the friendship bracelet, I still have that? Yes.
yeah, that's in there.
I still have my water skin, my mallet, my 5 iron spikes, my collapsible 10-foot pole, my compass, and my 50 feet of hemp rope.
Yes. Those things are all present and accounted for.
Where is my shield?
It was laying under the backpack.
Right, so I find that as well.
You have your shield back.
Now, have you picked up all the swords?
Krag, at this point, you make it back. You see that Quigley is outside.
No, you can collect the
he's,
swords.
like
I've
gathering up
collected all
his
the money
things, and
pouches.
he's like got stuff in his hands, and he's probably moving back to head back into the ruins of the tower. What are you doing?
I'm going in.
You're going in? Okay.
I'm going
you
in.
You go in. You see that your companions seem to all be accounted for. Lyra is back on her feet, which is heartening to see. You see that an older man in robes is kind of trying to keep out of the way, but he does every once in a while seem to try to be getting Quigley's attention.
So I walk up to Lyra and I say, "Here, I got you something," and I give her her most favorite item in the entire world.
What is it?
Red mask.
JimJam, I start taking all the
There was
swords.
more of a thank you. There have been more
I
thank
take all
yous
the
given.
swords that are on the ground because she's left them all.
Okay.
I start
taking
checking them next to my own sword to see which is better.
Well, obviously your sword is better.
If it's not, I keep the sword, and if it's not, then I just keep the sword with me. I'm going
Okay.
to.
Yeah, you don't find anything that's obviously of a higher quality than what you're. In fact, your blade seems to be the most quality weapon present. So,
I walk up.
How many do I get? 5?
there are a total of 11 in the room. Actually, 10 in the room because one of them was yours.
I will take the 10 swords.
Okay. Quigley, I understand the spoils of war system, but a warrior must be buried with his blade. It is the way. We must see to these men's last rites.
Yeah, Quigley, you should listen to your new best friend. We're gonna go though, so
I was hoping that maybe all of you would stay and
No.
help us lay these.
Nope.
And I kind of come up and I go, "You must be Father Langdon."
Indeed, I am, and you seem to be my savior. For
And
which
here
you have
I
my
give him
thanks.
here's your compass.
Oh, excellent. It does seem indeed that Percival works in many ways.
I don't want it
has
anymore.
brought us together.
Worst.
How wonderful.
Thank you for the blessed. That was very helpful.
Of course, it was only right that I aid you in our shared time of need.
So what are we doing now?
Is there any
we
other
have
way?
got
I
our
see
tied up.
that
We have
some
a
of you
guy
are
tied up.
wounded. I can assist in this way as well.
Oh yes. That would be lovely.
Okay.
Yes, please.
He raises his holy symbol now that he has regained it, and lets out a prayer to Percival. Everybody near him regains 4 hit points.
How many?
And then he continues his chant.
Oh, okay.
Better keep it up.
And you regain 3 more hit points.
Nice.
Total of 7 back for everybody.
Wow, I feel awful.
You're a big boy, Krag. It's hard to get you to full. It's hard to fill up the tank, okay?
So the guy that's tied up, how does he wake up?
He has
Water.
Or when does the spell end?
Oh,
or...
hey, I have water.
You are not quite sure.
Thank you.
Though there is somebody in the group who may know just how that magic works.
Markus, can you wake him up for me?
Can Markus just do everything and get no credit for anything?
Hold on.
What did you do?
And I go over and I kick the guy. I go, there, are you happy?
Hold
He's
on.
up now.
When you kick him, he does let out a...
Markus used the
cry.
power of what you guys do, hitting things forcefully, without thought or concern for feelings, and how people feel. All right, I'm back.
I sense there's some tension here. amongst
Oh, do you
Oftentimes-
sense that? Is that your imaginary friend telling you about that?
My fault.
Oftentimes,
You read it,
after
do it wrong.
Father Langdon,
intense...
it's best
Can't
not
get a word
to. It's best not to talk to him when he's in a mood like this. Otherwise, you might get idiot scrawled across your face.
Oh yeah, you still have that on your chest.
I thought it was on his forehead.
No,
not
don't
on
you
his-
think Father Langdon
wait.
saved me from that
Oh,
purgatory?
it's on his forehead still. Yeah, that's,
That's right, you still have idiot on your
So-
forehead.
I turned.
Don't you think Father
to
Langdon might have
I
stopped that?
would like to speak.
No.
I turned to Markus and I apologize for not being more thankful for the fact that he did, in fact, help me. But the reason you were reading it all wrong was that I didn't want you to get the wrong idea. And so therefore, I decided
All right,
to
give me a healing potion. I use mine on you. I don't care.
That's something that we'll have to discuss later because, well.
Are you
it's your decision.
serious?
And you should use
Should I help you?
everyone. You should help
Hey, I would
everyone
like
in the.
to heal everyone.
Okay. You
Wait, no.
raise your holy symbol of serene.
Isn't she going to heal the guy, the red mask guy, though?
Oh, it doesn't matter. He's tied up.
Yeah, he wasn't damaged though. He hasn't been. Yeah.
Oh yeah, remember?
You want me to take? You want me to take care of him?
No, not yet.
So
You're the one who wanted me to time
I call on
Telepathically.
Serene.
there.
Okay.
telepathically.
You utter a
know.
prayer to Serene. A familiar healing light spreads, centered around Lyra, soothing your wounds for 1d6 worth of damage.
This one. 4.
Okay. Everybody regains 4 hit points.
I turn to
Do I as
Father
well?
Langdon
Yeah.
and I say, Father Langdon, I fully understand burying
Can I
these
go above
people
that?
with their weapons, as they are warriors.
can.
Although on the wrong side, they are warriors.
When you are dead,
Now-
everybody is on the same side.
Father
How are you
Langdon,
doing?
I do have a problem, as my sword doesn't seem to be doing enough damage when I'm trying to save my friends.
I would
And-
say that you all fought quite effectively
But I'm
here.
wondering if you might bless my sword for further battles in the future. Because we're such close friends.
What you are asking me to do is not something that I am capable of. I do not have the power to give you some innate magical enhancements.
Fine, fine.
All right.
So I take the swords and I set them on the ground and I whisper to Alex, I say, take the swords.
I think we should all head back. We found our 2 people.
We're not at no.
We need to question this guy.
We're gonna find out where.
Why don't we just take them with us?
Did you take them?
I'm going to give him back
Because
to
they're
you
going to
later.
come back looking.
Well, yeah, we're wasting time. We need to go.
So let's pick him up. Everyone
Pick him
else
up.
can walk.
11.
So meaning,
Again, I
Right.
hope
Listen,
you
I
understand the
understand-
gravity
I
of the
understand.
The
situation.
bodies.
here's the gravity. We don't have
When we
time.
walk out, I'll hand you this one.
They're gonna send more people out.
I just
We barely made it through this. We
Yeah,
do
they
not
have a
have time.
telepathic link with the other
This
ones, so
man
they
is
know that they all
awake
just
over
died.
here.
It's a
And
Did we
I
get 'em all?
understand. It is very sad that they passed. However, they attacked us.
That's right. I chased
So
the
I
guy
think
into the
it's
woods.
time to
I
go.
Father Langdon,
I almost
I'm asking
forgot
one
about that.
guy. Can I please do a diplomatic? Can I roll something?
Yeah, you can.
You can
I would
roll
also
anything you
I would
want.
also urge you to roll a knowledge religion check.
Knowledge. Oh.
Yeah.
Is
All right,
anybody
knowledge
else
religion.
wondering about this man that's fully awake
2.
over here tied up?
8.
I would
Don't
like
care
a
about
pointed
Well,
question.
yeah. Go ahead now. Roll your diplomacy.
Okay. Is that this one? Yep.
I have
16.
knowledge religion as well.
Okay. Go
Diplomacy
ahead. You
10.
can roll it.
26.
In fact, because you
8.
specifically took 8 total.
Yes.
Okay. Never mind then. What was that on diplomacy?
26.
Ooh.
I understand that you feel an urgency in this matter. I cannot leave these men
Can we just burn them?
without their property.
Can we
Jim?
pile them up and burn?
Okay.
Jim, I
They
cast
must
Daze
be
on
given
Lyra.
they must be. Why are you doing this to me?
I cast Daze on Lyra.
Okay, well you have to make a save. I believe your target is 15 fortitude save.
This one?
Yep.
11.
Crap.
Okay.
I cast Daze on her again.
Why are you doing this to me?
Because he wants her to stop talking.
So
18.
Ah, poop.
Okay.
I let
But
her
you
go.
are well aware that Markus is attempting to influence you through magic.
Which I get. And
Yeah.
so I am, the diplomacy of it all is I am trying to understand you and I want you to understand me. We all need to get out of here or you're going to die along with us. Then no one will get buried.
Everyone
So,
will die at some point. You're not.
yes, so you're not hearing me? I just need you to
He is
turn
hearing
your
you.
listening ears up just a little bit.
Can we talk to this
For a
man
moment?
over
Yeah, I
here?
wanna talk to him.
I cannot coerce you into staying. I will not leave these men as they are.
we're not going to leave you. So, what is the
Then I would
fastest
suggest you
way?
pick up a shovel because I will not be leaving.
Wait, did you bring
He
a shovel?
Actually leaves and begins moving through the camp attempting
what
to
is
find
the
some tool. He is now
fastest-
walking away from you.
I cast Daze on her again.
I go with Father Langdon.
Okay.
11.
He is casting about for tools. Eventually, he does find that there is a trio of shovels, and he says, "If you would intend to assist me in this,
I
would you
just start
please bring?"
I say,
Fine.
I understand, Father Langdon. When my group leaves, I must leave with them as well. No matter how much I wish to help you. And I start digging.
Okay.
I start
You
digging.
guys both begin. All right. All three of you are as you guys are kind of standing around watching.
No, we have this
occur.
guy.
I'm crouched down to
We have this guy.
Okay.
Okay, we're digging.
So outside, there's a lot of digging occurring, and you've got this guy.
And nobody has charisma talking to this guy.
Well, he's not going to talk. He's not going to talk. He's a trained fighter and mercenary. He's not going to tell us anything.
I'm gonna roll to see if I can stab him real quick. Not kill him, stab him. To make him talk!
Yeah, you could probably stab.
I rolled a 13,
Oh yeah, I mean you
tied up.
absolutely jam your blade into him.
and I say, talk! Who do you work for?
Make an intimidation check.
Oh, I have intimidation?
That was intimidating enough having a
Now, do
dagger.
remember, he did lose
Don't try
one
the door
hit
handle
point
before knocking
when I
it down.
farted on him.
I will keep that in
Didn't even
mind.
ask him anything. Just
I rolled
stabbed him first.
16 plus my 5. Gives me 21.
Stab first. Ask questions later.
But he does
I don't
have
work that way.
minus 1 hit point from my fart.
Talk about what? What do you want?
Who do
You're
you
just gonna
work-
kill me anyway.
Well, who do you work we might save your life. Who do you work for?
No, we won't do that.
I think you probably gathered who I work for.
How do you figure?
Yeah, I know who it is, but you better tell these guys. Just in case. Because they're not very quick.
What do you mean? Who do we work for? We work
Why
for
did you
whoever.
want Father Langdon?
Because that's what we were paid to do.
By who?
By who? Who's your head?
Come on now.
What?
I think
Brother-
we are all in the same profession. You know I can't give up a client.
Oh, you're going to give up your life then for your client.
I'm prepared to do it,
Told you.
as you would be.
You want to finish him?
Good use of getting information.
Nobody going to ask the two.
To stop? You're not in there. You're digging. And you're
I
there.
just have a question. Yeah, I am there, but I have a real question that I need to know.
Like an out of character question?
No, this is, well, I need to know where your backpack is.
Whose backpack?
Are you digging? So you would have taken your backpack off, yes?
Yeah, it's probably
okay.
near me.
I'm going invisible and going into her backpack and getting a healing potion.
Good. We've got our priorities straight here.
And taking all of her red mask as well.
So you know that you've got 18 seconds of invisibility.
I take the backpack with me.
So you just go out and grab the backpack.
She doesn't see a floating backpack?
Well, that's what will be determined now.
Definitely
you would make a
see the
perception
floating
check
backpack.
to see if you notice
Oh, you're 20.
that your things. But you're distracted at the moment, so you're at a -5.
Do I hear?
10 minus 5. 5.
Okay.
Can I make a perception
Great.
check to see if I hear what they're saying inside?
That would be very difficult, and because you're distracted, I mean, you can make a check, but it would be very difficult to determine that.
11,
Yeah.
so 6.
Yeah, there's no way for you to determine that. You are just digging away. You don't notice this happen. You grab the backpack and run.
I just go back into the room.
Okay.
Where she can't see it. I'll go around the
Okay.
corner.
All right.
And then I'll just start rifling through her backpack till I get a healing potion.
Uh-huh.
And I take all of the red masks.
Okay.
And then I will take the healing potion, put that in my backpack.
Uh-huh.
I'll set her backpack down.
Yeah.
And then I'll take the red mask. Now, I understand this is all going to take some time.
Yeah.
But while they're interrogating this guy, I'm just going to go on the other side of him and start a little fire and light the red masks on fire.
Okay.
And just burn them.
Okay.
That's
you
what
guys
I do.
eventually will notice that after several minutes that Markus is attempting to
those.
light red masks on fire
those.
in the room. But you guys, yeah, we'll go back to you guys. You guys are still digging. Sadly, you didn't notice what you wanted to notice. Alex and Krag.
We are back.
Do you want to?
We kill him or take him?
Don't
we
touch
could
myself.
take him. That's a good idea.
I knock him out.
You're gonna knock him out?
I just knock him out.
Okay. I mean, he's tied up and pretty much helpless at this point. You're
Just take
you're
the
big, strong Krag,
butt of my
so,
hammer
yeah.
and just boink.
Yeah,
right in the head.
You basically, he's looking up at you guys like, well, what? And then you tell him what and smack him in the face. His head goes snapping back. He goes unconscious.
So we're gonna figure this out later. Let's help these idiots dig so we can get the hell out of here.
It's fine. By the way, I have one red mask.
I don't care.
I'm just letting you know.
Good,
You're not
thank
going to
you.
burn mine.
Well, now you've told me, so now that I know that, now I will come get it.
Cool.
Oh,
Awesome.
very small, as small as we can
With
make them happen.
with the help, I assume, of everybody.
Yeah,
Probably not
let's
Markus.
dig.
Absolutely
Definitely not
not.
Markus.
But I do burn those red masks.
But you do burn the red mask. It takes a while. There are 11 dead bodies
That's
present.
great.
I
We
imagine
have a-
you're probably not going to offer up that there's one in the forest.
What other body?
Yeah. Well, 10
forgot
because there's
that
one
I
guy
got
who's
him.
alive. So you dig 10 graves. You put 10 bodies to rest.
Are you happy now?
I understand that it was a lot of hard work, and I thank you for your assistance and for saving my life. I am indebted to you. We did the right thing, though.
Great.
Okay.
Father Langdon, I know that we spent a day and a half in a cell together, and we got to know each other quite well.
Oh, really?
But excuse me,
Just asking.
are you insinuating something?
Well, you were in a cell.
Well, I'm just wondering, I don't seem to recall that I did ask you this. Have you overheard anything about these red masked bandits and where they come from and who they're working for?
They guard their secrets closely. I know very little about them despite my time with them. I do know that they are a larger group than we see before us. This is not the end of them. I do know that they were paid to attack my traveling companions and to specifically bring me here. I was targeted, as were you, Quigley. Aside from that, I know very little. I did keep hearing a name, though. I believe that a man amongst their ranks is named Parker.
Parker?
Parker. It was a name they often referred to as someone of authority. I don't believe it is ultimately who hired them, but I do believe that it may be somebody of importance in their ranks.
Parker Lewis?
No, I don't think so.
Didn't think so. Let's take you back to your brother.
I think that would be best.
Yes.
Nose goes, who's dragging the body?
I'll drag it.
Good.
There you go. Get to dragon.
Okay.
So I hand you the rope.
Now,
I've missed him.
now over the course of hours, the man would have. By the time you guys are done,
Well, yeah, he's awake.
and like you,
Oh, what's your name, sir?
Lewis.
Wait, Parker Lewis.
Lewis, how's life going now?
How do you think life's going?
Well, you know, I noticed that you're in quite a bind, so I just figured that while I was dragging you along, we might just have some colourful banter back and forth, you know, maybe liven up your spirits a bit. I tell you what, if you chit-chat with me a little bit, I might be tempted to buy you an alcoholic beverage when we get back.
How about this? You don't talk me, and you don't have to drag me. I'll just walk.
Listen, Lewis, I don't think that you understand who you're talking to.
Yeah, why was he
Squire
alive?
Quigley, I do talk all the time.
Okay.
All right. So how about this Parker fellow, right? What's going on with him?
What?
Oh, yes, what?
I get tired of this, and I go back over, bonk. I bonk the guy in the head again.
When you do that, you come up and you've got the hand. He's like, oh. Parker is a man who gives orders.
Oh, yes.
Where can we find Parker?
Come on.
Come on, one. I'm asking you a question.
I would prefer not to be responsible for the death of everybody that I know and work with.
No one has to know it's you.
All right.
Come on.
Except for you and your conscience.
What are you people?
Raising the hammer.
Oh, we're apparently heroes.
bonk.
All right. This time, seeing the words are completely ineffective, he offers no further resistance.
Parker.
You knock him out once again, and now he will need to be dragged.
Well, he's been. For some reason, he was awake being dragged.
Oh no, he would have been
up.
walking. You guys just said the word drag. Nobody actually. I didn't even realize you guys were currently moving.
I thought he was.
Oh no, we're walking back.
I thought we were going.
Okay, well if you guys are moving, like he would have just been walking. Like there's no reason he would have allowed himself to just be dragged on the ground.
Yeah, that's what I was
Unless
like,
you were
why?
forcing that to happen.
Yeah. So you guys were just walking,
I
talking.
drag him along. Yes.
Okay.
Now
you
do,
have
sure.
to drag him for sure. Yeah.
So how
Okay.
close are we to being?
It's going to take a while because it was a long journey here, and
Isn't
it'll
it
be a longer
nighttime
journey
now?
back. And you have a body.
Oh yeah, what time is it too? It's dark.
By the time you get back, the sun will be getting lower on the horizon. If
That's
you just
a
go straight
long
back.
day.
And
That's a
there's
long day.
nothing else that. Well, you guys,
was a battle. That was a
you guys
fast-
started very early.
Yeah, that was quick.
So while we're walking, I go over to Father Langdon,
Yes.
and I apologize for not listening and respecting something that was important to him.
Boring.
You're
I thank you. And
I needed to apologize. I was very rude back
I
there.
understand that in the moment it was tense and there was indeed tactical concern. I don't hold it against
Yes,
you. But
I just wanted to make sure all my friends got out safely, and you as well.
of course,
Can I ask-
we all must do the best we can to look out for each other and ourselves.
Can I ask a question?
Now I feel better.
No.
Where is
No.
this
Why
man
is nobody
going
voting
to
no?
sleep?
How did we not get a vote on this? You asked if you could ask a question. No. I give one vote for no.
Wait, no, he asked a great question. Where's the man going to sleep? In your room.
Oh,
You're going to watch him.
bunk buddies, Lewis.
Do you have knowledge local? Yeah.
Me?
Yeah. Do you?
No,
Oh.
I have no knowledge.
Does anybody have knowledge local? I thought at least one person did.
No.
Okay. Do you care at all?
Nope.
Okay.
Just ask that about anything, Jim.
So
Okay.
I just keep dragging him until he wakes up again? Does he wake up again?
Make a
got-
perception check.
You're probably giving him brain damage as his head hits over rocks and logs.
Well, I did about to Squire Quigley.
And to the best of your knowledge, he doesn't appear to rouse at any point.
Is he just
So-
pretending to be asleep?
So you guys, it takes a while, and around dusk, you make it back to the town of Shrapsboro. Father Langdon seems to be most grateful to arrive at his original destination after all of these trials and tribulations. You guys are thoroughly exhausted, having had to fight this horrific battle after not having really been able to recover your strength from the night previous, from the battle at the sawmill.
12 guys.
Now, Father Langdon.
11 died.
Are you staying in town?
Yes,
Do you have
yes.
accommodations here?
Father Langdon, I would implore you to think about this, and all of us to think about this. I think we should all stay in one communal room tonight, as you could potentially be kidnapped again, as I was kidnapped
I leave and go
before.
up to my room.
I thank you for your concern.
Are we at the mouse?
I will be going to the church immediately, and I would ask that tomorrow you come to the church, that we and the town can properly thank you for your great heroics. And you can tell the tale of your heroism. So please, join us in the morning. But for now, go
Can you just send us
rest.
the check and we'll just accept that?
We will see you tomorrow.
Just the.
Excellent. I'm
Do we
looking
have
forward to
go-
it.
How do we not ever
And he departs. He walks away from you, leaving you guys free to
Eat and
back
sleep.
to-
Yes.
go back.
and
Yeah.
That's
Krag,
exactly what I
rest.
would like to do.
And leaving us free to take a short break that we may rest and drink and eat and recuperate. So we'll be back in a few moments.
So after all that, it's probably time to go take a good crag crap, right? So, before you do, why don't you head over to Facebook and like us? I mean, it's easy. It's quick. And then you can go do your business.